Making a call, a transaction on MPESA, browsing the internet, or sending a message has become routine. A hitch in any of these services can be frustrating. James Mweregi was facing this frustration in 2013 and desperate for help, he called Safaricom's customer care.
Since 2013, we have been having this challenge of network. You get when client comes around, they cannot make their calls comfortably. They have to get out of the maybe restaurant, the rooms, to find where the network is a bit stable. Around 2016, when I engaged Safaricom, after my boss gave me that mandate, and after then I engaged somebody by the name Agatha, and she helped me out. We installed the network, and since then at least it is stabilized, because myself, I'm a consumer. When I'm in the office, I can easily get someone calling me, unlike there before. I had to get, maybe I tried calling you and then I had to call back. Not only that, even in the MPESA transactions, you find when a client pays, you don't have a confirmation message to confirm that really we have received the payment. So that challenge really was very, very stubborn, and we really had hard time confirming the payments.
To keep their 50 million customers connected 24 hours, there are teams of men and women at Safaricom who are tasked with monitoring the network and keeping it alive and available. Kiptanui Kandie is one of them.
On a day-to-day basis, when we wake up in the morning, we have to check on the network incidences. If anything that is affecting service is given highest priority, and when you're done with the incidences, now we can embark on maintenance, that is the preventive maintenance, to make sure that the equipment is working perfectly. So we are always on call. That is, whenever there is a network hitch, we have to always respond, regardless of the time. We have our teams who facilitates us on security to make sure that we also secure and at the same time we make sure the service is available right on time. We usually take personal responsibility on any issue on assigned area. So you go to the deepest lengths to make sure that our service is up. It is actually in our DNA that we make sure that that service, you own that service, and make sure that it's always on.
Kandie is based at Telposter Towers, and his job is to ensure Nairobi's central business district is connected. Whenever he needs to go to a site, he gets the call from the Safaricom Care Center in Westlands, where a team led by Lillian Kiambati sits, their eyes on a multitude of computer screens.
We monitor services end to end, and that is your voice services, to just make sure that people can be able to call their relatives. We monitor also data services for the TikTokers, the Facebook and Instagram, and then now we have MPESA services, which are very important also to the economy, to just make sure money gets where it's intended to get, and just to make sure that there's convenience in that. And then also from a fixed perspective, we also monitor home fixed services, fiber to the home, and we also monitor enterprise services, because banks, we have enterprises like banks that connect to our services. We monitor all the activities that happen in those boosters from here. We don't have somebody physically on site to monitor what goes on. So we have been empowered with tools that can be able to detect all the activities. If power goes off there in those boosters, we're the first ones to see. If the site fails, we're the first ones to see. And what we do is, of course, proactively detect and just make sure that we resolve the faults as fast as possible.
A typical day starts with the handover shift in the morning, which we do it at 6 a.m. in the morning, or if it is the night shift, the handover is done at 6 p.m. Where the handing over engineer will brief the incoming engineer on the incidences which happened during the day, and any incident to be followed up, any escalations which have been done to level 2 and level 3 And then after that, the incoming engineers will take over the systems, which we have a minimum of 4 screens to watch over the network, and we are divided in different sections to monitor the whole network. Yeah, from the core systems to the data systems to the voice systems to the radio access systems. And the teams will log in with different network monitoring and management systems. And during our typical day is handling faults as they come, following up on what was handed over to us. And in case of major incidences or critical incidences, we'll set up troubleshooting calls where we engage our level 2 and level 3 teams. And also, in addition, we also inform our customers and our leadership teams.
Monitoring a network demands your full attention, and the Safaricom Operations Center team takes breaks to refresh and refuel.
The shifts here are long. We do 12-hour shifts. Yeah, so we sit here for a very long time. However, we have a breakout area where we can go and relax. We have a TV, we have the likes of microwaves and fridges just where we can warm our meal and have our meal. In addition, we also have a massage chair where you can go and relax maybe for 15 minutes and get a very nice massage. Not forgetting that we also have a PlayStation, yeah, which we can go and play a game or two in our break time. So yeah, just to make it fun and enjoyable for us.
At Safaricom's headquarters on Wayaki Way, another team is responsible for keeping the network safe from online attacks. Samuel Ochieng is their leader.
Security Operations Center is a location where we monitor. It's a monitoring center for cyber threats. So basically in that center we receive different events, logs from different sources in the organization where we see the threats that are happening within the organization and also externally. With that, we are also able then to remediate the threats whenever we find them. We analyze the events that we get. After the analysis, we are able to triage the events. Then we are able then to recover if an incident happens. So basically, we try to minimize impact to the business.
Typically, I look at the threat research reports. I'll also look at our threat trend, the events we are seeing. So we collect events from devices within the network and also at the perimeter, those ones that are hitting us, and what was caught by our defense mechanisms and the mitigations we do. And then we do look at the controls to improve and incidents to research on. We have our stages of monitoring. The first one involves triage. Like I said, it's like a hospital. We look at the criticality and the severity, then go to the next level of investigation and containment. So as we're investigating what caused it and where the security incident is coming from, we are also containing it to minimize damage and also investigating to see whether there are many more assets that are impacted. Then we go to the last level of lessons learned and documentation for future reference. So we have monitoring screens, as you can see. Then we have security event monitoring tools, intrusion prevention systems, anti-DDoS systems, web application firewalls, and many other firewalls. We have proxies and antiviruses, EDRs, and many other technologies just to make sure that our network is safe. Cybersecurity is at the heart of Safaricom's delivery because it ensures that the network is always up. One cyber attack can cripple us, and that is why cybersecurity never sleeps.
We are here sitting dedicatedly from January 1st to December 31st. Yeah, ready to serve you, ready to handle any network incident which comes up, yeah, and act on it as fast as possible to restore your services. So continue enjoying our services and know that you are in good hands.